Ever wondered what farm work in Australia is really like? Is it hard as everyone says? Do you get yelled at all day? And would I actually do it all over again? Stick around because I'm going to be spilling all the truth about my 88 days in Australia. So before starting, hey guys, it's your girl Mel. So let's get into the video. I don't want it to be super long, so I'm just going to jump right in. So why did I do farm work in the first place? So immediately when I think about work holiday visa in Australia, I think about farm work. And it was always like that, so I was just like, this is something that I have to do. I cannot go there and not experience this. Now, also, to be eligible to apply for a second year visa, you do need to complete your 88 days in farm or regional work. And so I was like, why not anyways? I have to complete my days, so yeah, an experience itself. I'm gonna talk about a not so great experience that I had at my last farm. It was a plant nursery. Before even applying there, everybody already warned me about the boss. Apparently he was kind of a jackass and he wasn't very nice, would scream a lot. So yeah, I already had that in mind, but I desperately needed to complete my 88 days, so I went over and gave my CV and got the job. Luckily, I got the easiest job. I was just potting plants that were coming out of a conveyor belt, and that was the only thing I was doing the entire day, so very easy job. I was working alongside this other girl that came from Argentina, and she was like very nice. But yeah, so one day, my story is about to start. So one day, I asked something to that girl. The manager of the place came out of his office and started yelling at me, and the things that he would say was like, I don't pay you to talk. If you say another word, you're gonna get fired. And then he was just like yelling at me like if I was his child. Like, it was so bad. Then after, you know, blasting me in front of everyone, he left. The girl looks at me and she's like, yeah, this is kind of what we have to put up with when he's here. So, which means almost all year. And funny thing is, people that were working there, that were actually like working there, they weren't there for like the 88 days like I was, they could basically work normally, like the normal way to work. You know, you could talk to someone without getting yelled at. You could take a break, you know, you could go to the bathroom without getting yelled at, you know, things like that. But for the rest of us that were in the 88-day gang, we were basically treated like if we were in military boot camp. So yeah, crazy. And for the first and second farm that I went to, I was working in an avocado farm. Wasn't the worst experience, wasn't the best experience, to just, you know, the usual screaming and stuff. But apart from that, like, I mean, avocado picking itself is very easy. Everybody wants to find a job in avocado picking since it's not too demanding physically. And, you know, yeah, compared to other crops, honestly, I would prefer doing avocado picking. Now, real talk. Did I enjoy it? Honestly, not so much. I would wake up sometimes crying, and I just couldn't show up to work. Like, my anxiety was through the roof. And like I already mentioned, some farmers just think that because we have to complete our 88 days like that, it just gives them a permission slip to just treat us like complete garbage. So is it hard? It really depends. Avocado picking and nursery farming is really easy. I mean, I was just working with plants, but some jobs within that field is very demanding, but they usually give it out to guys. Yeah. From what I've seen, I have a couple that I can tell you about. So bananas, extremely difficult on your body. Be aware of banana spider, and it's very intense. Capsicum, it's easy technically, but breaks your back. Berries, easy as well, same problem with the back. And avocados, everybody wants to do it because it's the easiest one apparently. So would I do it again? Yes, even though I did quit 3 times. It's just not for me. I come to realize that I'm very sensitive. If I were to do my first year all over again, I would, because it's an experience. I mean, now I can say to everyone that I did farm work. Yeah. So now, tips for farm work. Things that I would have loved to know, and also things that I kind of didn't think about but would have loved to kind of have in the back of my head. Know your rights. So check fair work, legal hours for breaks, for how much you should get paid, like that you can protect yourself. Start early, so don't wait last minute to complete your 88 days. That's how they get stuck in bad farms and then they just have to tough it out to complete their 88 days. Don't do that. Try to make it like in the middle of your travels, or you can do like a little bit like at the beginning and then do it a little bit like in the middle and then a little bit at the end. That's way better than just doing it all together, because anyways it's not even guaranteed that they can give you all the hours that you need to complete it. So way better to do it before the end. Working hostels are a lifesaver. They take care of accommodation, transportation, and like social support. So honestly, it's way better to go with a working hostel. Just a side note, hospitality work counts too, only if you go to someplace regional. So in my case, I went to Darwin and that completed my 88 days. So just like giving you a little idea. If farm work is not for you, there's a lot of different ways to get your 88 days. Just keep that in mind. And female safety warning. So ladies, be extra aware. I heard so many stories of managers being inappropriate and getting away with a lot of things. Please speak up if you see anything sketchy or you feel that like something's off. So this goes alongside my first tip. Know who to contact and put your safety first. Just keep that in mind, please. Now let's kind of push the seriousness aside. So the fun stuff. I did have a very good experience at the working hostel where I was at. I made a lot of friends, made wonderful memories. Honestly, I had a blast. We would go party together. Everybody was in the same boat, so everybody was tired of just their whole week, and we all understood each other. I really enjoyed that part of my farm work. So that was my honest opinion on my farm work during my work holiday visa in Australia. Hopefully this gives you a clear idea of what to expect and how you could make it better and not make the same decisions or let's say mistakes that I made. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. If ever you have any like crazy experiences with your farm work, regional work, or even like at your hostel or anything, just leave them down below and I'll take the time to read all of them, promise. Don't forget to work hard, pick smart, and have fun, guys. So see you in my next one. Bye.